Today we're going to tackle one of the most popular dishes on the face of the earth, chicken biryani. Stay tuned. Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. We find ourselves on Chicken Biryani Eve. We need to get this chicken marinating so we can make that incredible dish tomorrow. So without further ado, into a bowl goes some Greek yogurt. Now friends, as always, I'm not going to say amounts. They are in the recipe. Down below in the description section, you'll find a link. Take you to galleyofthesun.com, the page that has this recipe. Send you right there. You'll love it. Check it out. Have about 200 or 300 other recipes on that site too. So when you're there, stick around. Back to the marinade. Yogurt, Greek, in a bowl. Doesn't have to be a Greek bowl, just a regular bowl. To that we'll add some garlic ginger paste or ginger garlic paste, depending on the brand. Sea salt, salt. Turmeric or turmeric, depending on where you're from. Paprika. I love the smoked paprika, so that's what I'm using. Well, not out of that bottle. That's okay, I have reserves. Garam masala, ground cumin, and mace. And our last ingredient, lemon juice. We shall mix all those together. Ah, what an aroma. Now in this bag, I have a couple pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I've cut into bite-sized pieces. We'll dump our marinade right in there. We will get that bag sealed up and then work that marinade all through the chicken, making sure every piece gets coated. Then I'm going to chuck this into the refrigerator overnight. We'll be back tomorrow to put together the rest of the pieces of this absolutely amazing dish. We'll see you then. The chicken's been marinating overnight. The only thing I've done off camera to prep, besides slice some onions, is I got my basmati rice and I rinsed it 3 times. Now I have it sitting in this bowl with water, and it's going to sit there until we're ready to chuck it into the pressure cooker. Also, what I have in this little steel cup here is a couple tablespoons of milk. I'm going to add a pinch of saffron to that. Now, when you steep saffron, you want to use a warm liquid. But warming up just a couple tablespoons of milk is inherent with danger, easy to scald. So I've got my solution. I have here a small bowl. In that is going to go my cup of milk with the saffron in it. I'm going to give that a little stir, make sure my saffron is submerged. And I got some boiling hot water here. I'm going to add that to the bowl to warm that milk for me. Don't have to worry about scalding that way. There we go. Our milk is heating up with that saffron in it. I'm going to set that aside very carefully. Now we'll get together our whole spices so we can get them toasted. And those spices will be, of the whole variety, 1 bay leaf, 4 green cardamom pods, about 1 inch of cinnamon stick, 1 star anise, 6 whole cloves, and about a teaspoon of caraway seeds. Those are ready. Over to the stove. So over here at the stove, I got myself a skillet. I got a lid for it because I'm going to need that soon, but not yet. And I've got my olive oil. I'm going to use some caramelized garlic olive oil. Add a little bit extra flavor. A little garlic never hurt anyone. Unless you're a vampire. And we will get that skillet onto medium heat. You can really smell that garlic and that oil. So the oil is shimmering. Now in goes my whole spices, and I'm going to leave them in there until they start to sizzle. Move the skillet around a little bit, make sure the oil gets to touch in all my spices. Starting to get some sizzle. So in goes 1 thinly sliced red onion. We're going to go ahead and stir this frequently and cook the onion until it's browned, but not burnt. Guessing it'll take about 10 minutes or so. Onions have began to brown nicely. Now goes in our chicken and the marinade from last night. We're going to get these cooking for about 5 minutes. Get them good and mixed in with those spices and the onions. As I wrote down in the recipe, you can certainly do this on the saute setting in your Instapot, Ninja Foodie like I'm using, whatever pressure cooker brand you have. But this here gives me more surface area. I can see what's going on. I like to do it this way. Sure, it gets another pot dirty, but I'm washing it, so I don't care. Alrighty, I'm happy with the color I'm getting, so now I'm going to take my heat down to low, and I'm going to cover this. And we'll let that chicken cook for about 10 minutes. So we'll be back after that for the next step. See you then. Our chicken's been simmering away for 10 minutes. Now we'll get it uncovered. And while attempting not to melt our face, we will give it a try to make sure the salt level's right. Very good, but it could use a pinch of salt. Added that. Now, half of our diced mint leaves, fresh. Some Greek yogurt, chili powder, and garam masala. I'm going to turn off the heat and mix that in. Now this whole mess goes into the pressure cooker. And make sure you even it out once you get it in there. Now we'll drain our basmati rice that has been soaking since the beginning of this. Now it goes in on top of our chicken mixture. And we'll even that layer out. In my kettle here, I have 3 cups of very hot water. I'm going to pour 2 of them into my measuring cup. And then carefully pour this water around the perimeter of the pressure cooker. Being careful not to disturb my layers that I've built here. The final cup goes on top. Okay, all of my rice is submerged. I'm very happy there. Now the remainder of our finely diced mint. And finally, our milk and saffron mixture. Now we secure the lid. Lock it. Make sure we are on pressure, not on vent. And then I'm going to set this for 2 minutes on high pressure. So it's going to take about 20 minutes for it to get up to temperature. Then it's going to steam for 2 minutes. Then we're going to give it a 10-minute natural release. So during that time, for some garnish and some texture, I have some slivered almonds here. I'm going to toast these up in a skillet, no oil, just the almonds. I also have some crispy onions for the garnish. And we'll see you when it's time to get judgment on this. See you then. All right, it is done. It's been removed from the pressure cooker. All the pretty pictures have been taken. Speaking of pretty, we will bring in our judge, Charlotte. Hi, pretty judge.
That looks good. Oh, you smell the saffron.
It's so funny how such little saffron can really...
Oh, so fragrant.
Mm-hmm.
Very aromatic. It's really good. The saffron gives the smell, but it's not like an overwhelming taste or anything. You kind of taste all of the spices, and they're very savory and give a good... The smell meets the taste. Let me just say that. It's really good.
Fantastic. There's a lot of garam masala in there. It doesn't overpower it or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, a ton of different spices in this.
The spices are completely well balanced.
Fantastic. Well, there you go. No wonder it's one of the most popular dishes in the world. You need to give this a try. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today, and until we see you next time, fair winds and following seas.